At the start of 2025, I did what everyone else does. I wrote out some resolutions that I don't really know how I'm going to keep.
A marathon is how far?
I decided I was going to start taking cold showers.
No, I never said that.
And I decluttered my closet. And it felt great. I created some space in my wardrobe, got rid of things that were old and worn out, and I really started to feel like my closet is truly only full of my favorites. But there's just one problem.
The maybe pile.
You know the one. It's your existential crisis pile. It's the pile of stuff that you know you don't wear, but you also kinda really like. It sparked enough joy for you to avoid getting rid of it altogether, but not quite enough for it to be a no-brainer to keep. Look, I get it. Decluttering is not easy. So I'm giving these clothes one last chance before I decide to declutter them for good. Here's some of the items that I'm on the fence about. This Anina Bing blazer, I'm keeping this one purely as a just in case. I've had it for literal years, but I end up keeping it because I know myself. As soon as I ditch it, I'm gonna be craving a checked blazer immediately. But I literally never wear it. Number 2 is this Isabel Marant sweater. Am I a puffy shoulders gal? You be the judge. This red shoulder pad top. This is for all the folks out there who say I should be wearing more color. It's probably the wrong color on me, but it's also kind of cool, but I also never wear it. Is color really for me? This gray shoulder pad top. It's super edgy and really cool and was such a had to have in my closet. But there's only one problem. I haven't even worn it once yet. And finally, this white shoulder pad top. Okay, what's with me and shoulder pads? I bought this one again because I wanted to add some more feminine flair and shape to my wardrobe. But yeah, it's just been sitting there. And if you have some pieces in your wardrobe that feel just like this too, I'm gonna ask some of these questions as I go through styling some of these pieces. One is that I'm going to ask myself, why did I buy this item in the first place? And more importantly now, why am I keeping it? What is holding me back about this item? Some other tips to think about is that I'm going to make sure that I style these pieces with clothes that I wear all the time and outfits that I would actually wear in my real life. Would I run an errand in these? Would I meet a friend for coffee? Would I go out for dinner in this? Would I go to work in this? It's important to style realistic outfits with these pieces that you would actually wear, because the goal of this is to find ways to wear these pieces so I can keep them. I'm really trying to be smart about how often I declutter these days. So if I do feel some hesitation about an item, I think it's important to go through this process and see how I can actually wear it. And finally, I'm going to make sure that I'm putting on a full outfit. That includes shoes, doing my hair, and putting on accessories. Which brings me into the sponsor of today's video, Linjer. If you haven't heard of them before, Linjer makes high quality, minimal jewelry without the crazy markups of traditional luxury brands. Their pieces are made of recycled gold and sterling silver, their diamonds are lab grown to ensure they're conflict free, and the designs are really cute with a mix of minimal, chic, and whimsy. And when it comes to my jewelry, I'm really picky. I only buy pieces that aren't fussy so that I can wear them almost anywhere, including the gym, to bed, and the shower. Which is why I was especially impressed that Linjer's gold vermeil is intentionally designed to be 5 times thicker than usual gold-plated jewelry, and it's layered over solid sterling silver instead of the usual cheap brass you see a lot of brands typically do to cut on costs. In my experience, anything plated over brass just doesn't hold up. But because Linjer uses silver as the base and a much thicker coating, these pieces are made to last much longer and still be affordable, which I think is awesome. I've been leaning towards wearing more silver pieces because I think it just suits my skin tone better, which is why I chose these chunky silver hoop earrings. I also added this snake chain necklace in silver to mix up all the gold that I usually wear on my everyday stack, and I've been loving this mother of pearl ring to add just a little bit of spice to my ring stack. I also decided to treat myself to this 14 karat gold garnet stone ring since my birthday is in January. So if you want to check them out, I'm going to leave all the pieces I'm wearing down below, and you can use my link in the description to get a little discount. So let's get styling. Okay, so with this first outfit, we are styling the blazer. I've had this blazer for years, and I feel like the problem with it every time I reach for it is that I always end up feeling a little bit too classic and too preppy. My style does lean classic and minimalist, but I feel like the check pattern of this just kind of takes it a little bit over the edge for me. So I feel like in order to wear this in a way that feels really good and comfortable for me is to dial it back in some way. So right now I'm really into a denim on denim look, and I feel like that's a little bit more rugged and laid back. So I want to see how this feels layered over top. Okay, you know what? I actually really like this. I feel like I need to give this blazer a bit more of a chance because it's good, it's cool, and I don't dislike having it in my wardrobe. The only thing I do dislike is that I tend to reach for my solid blazers a little bit more often. I think it's okay to have a piece that you don't wear all the time, but if you just have a few ideas on how to wear it in your back pocket, then it's going to be a piece that serves you whenever you crave that in your wardrobe at a certain time. So I've just got a dark overwash pair of wide leg denim on. I prefer a wide leg these days. And then I just threw on this really cool kind of scarf denim shirt. You know, play around with the neckline here a little bit. How do we feel about that? I feel a bit too. I mean, that's kind of cool. I feel a little bit covered maybe. So I kind of want these to hang. And then I've just got these mules from Stuart Weitzman that I have worn. I've had these for years. I love a white shoe. I feel like a white shoe is such a nice tool to have in your wardrobe to sort of break things up. I feel like black would be a little bit too heavy in this outfit. So I just like that little bit of pop there. I'm gonna throw on these really cool tinted sunglasses that I thrifted last year. And then I just think with this blue bag, playing against the blues of the denim, it's kind of fun. There's blue in the blazer here too. Yeah, this is an outfit that I would definitely wear. I would wear this out to a date night. I would wear this out for a coffee. This just feels really chic to me. So you know what? The blazer stays. Okay, now this is a sweater that I decided to add to my wardrobe because I wanted something a bit more feminine. I thought it would add a lot of really interesting shape and volume into my wardrobe. So when I did my decluttering video, I was like, oh, it's itchy, this is out of here. But you know when you like put stuff in your declutter pile and it doesn't leave your place right away? And then you're kind of like, let me just double check that. Let me just take another look. Well, that's what happened. And I just thought that this was a really cool kind of like non-basic piece that would add a little bit more interest into my closet. Just like a little bit more shape, and I don't know, does it do that? I'm looking at myself in the camera, I kind of like it. For this top specifically, because it's got a lot of volume here, I think what I really need for it to work is to sort of match the volume on the bottom. I actually don't think I would really like this as much if I put on a really slim silhouette of jean. I feel like the volume here kind of needs to be mirrored on the bottom for it to feel kind of cool, laid back, and what I think to be a little bit less romantic. So I've got these jeans that have a bit more volume to them. They're not for everybody, but guys, I like them. I'm the one wearing them. So they just add something a little bit more unique than your average pair of jeans into my wardrobe. And that's how I look at pieces like this and even like this. It's a tool in your wardrobe that you use to help you feel the way you want to feel. So I really like this, and I feel like the jeans also add a little bit more of a masculine touch to them. I feel like this is a cool outfit, but I don't know if it's a cool outfit for me. Like, I don't know if it actually quite feels authentic and genuine. So I feel like with this piece, it's creating stories that I don't think I'll actually live in my real life. I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful for someone, but just not for me. So I think this is it. We're saying goodbye. But fun fact, the itchiness, it's gone away. Next is this top. I got this to match the infamous red cardigan that I just refuse to get rid of. With this top, I tried to style it in a bit more of a formal way. I tried styling it with a suit, for example, in this outfit right here. Mostly avoiding styling it completely with black because I don't love this super high contrast between black and red, but pairing it with blue and something a little bit more sporty, I am actually really digging this. I also like that this top is a bit sheer. It adds another layer to the styling. I would definitely wear this outfit on a weekend, and I just think it's a bit more interesting than wearing like a white t-shirt or something a bit more typical that I would wear. So yeah, I think we're gonna keep this one. I don't think I like this. It's cool. It's sharp, it's edgy, it has all of those great things that I always love in an outfit. And I feel like this outfit's okay. I feel like this top is not very forgiving. It's a very, very soft material, so I feel like it's gonna snag. And it kind of is showing everything I don't want to show, like my bra line. If it got cold in here, then you know. And it's kind of a top that needs to be showcased on its own. It's sort of like an outfit maker top. I mean, you could definitely layer something over it, but yeah, I just feel like there's too few ways to wear it. Like, I feel like it might be kind of cool with a track pant. So you kind of have that high and low styling with it. I just think it's too hard. Like, as soon as I put this on, I immediately wanted to take it off and switch it with something else. So I think we know we're saying goodbye to this one. This top is nice, it's pretty, it's feminine, and the way I wanted to balance that out and those qualities of this shirt out is by styling it with a really laid back pair of vintage Levi 501s. These are so good, and I actually don't mind that they're a little bit more slim to the body because this top again has that kind of exaggerated rounded shoulder, so it doesn't always have to be volume on volume the way I styled it with the previous shirt. It's just kind of like what you're craving in the moment. And then just some sharper sunglasses because this does have a shoulder pad, but again, it's more rounded. This top is nice and I really find it interesting. It's cool, but I just don't know if I need a rounded shoulder. The reason I bought this is because it does act as kind of a valve to turn up more casual pieces in your closet. Like with these jeans, these are always gonna feel super casual. They're classic, they're worn in, they're a little bit distressed. That's the vibe that they're always going to give off. So they always sort of work to dial down an outfit, which is when you can add more elevated pieces to balance that out a little bit. So that's what this top is doing. Because if I was just to wear a plain cotton jersey t-shirt or even a long sleeve t-shirt, if I wanted that full vibe, it would feel really casual. It would feel really laid back, really chill, which is not a bad thing, but you don't always want to feel that way. That's why you have different materials and silhouettes and shapes in your closet to help convey a different mood, and you can also use that as a tool to create contrast. I feel like tops like this might require a more slick hairstyle. I'm just gonna quickly throw my hair back and see if I like that better. And yeah, I actually do like that better. I feel like having the hair back just helps sort of minimize all of the volume that's going on around here and helps let this sort of shoulder neckline situation stand out on its own. I do like this outfit. I'm curious to know what you think, if the hair made any change, any difference, but I think I'm gonna keep this one and play around with it a little longer. Something about this top doesn't feel as sweet as this one does to me for some reason, but let me know what you think. So those are all the pieces that I am keeping and the ones that I am finally going to get rid of. And I want to know, do you think I'm wrong? Should I just cut my losses and get rid of everything? Or were the outfits good? Leave me a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and give me a thumbs up for the algorithm. YouTube thinks you'll like this video, and I'll see you next Sunday for more. Thanks for watching. Bye.